I will soon launch a Patreon to feature many mods collection and load order services. Learn more in description or in the pinned comment. Welcome back inside the hidden Oddbox Gamer, I'm Chris, and this is Artistic Skyrim Overhaul Mods on Xbox, Exploration and Setup. This video was intended to be a sort of review of the mods ASO Oil version Artistic Skyrim Overhaul and ASO Pixar version Artistic Skyrim Overhaul. But ultimately, after some discoveries and comparisons of the two versions, I couldn't help but add a few other mods to create a small load order to get the best Cartoon Skyrim Graphics Overhaul you can possibly get. Both of the ASO mods replace the textures of Skyrim with way simpler ones that can either be single colors or simple oil painting designs. I've been very curious to check out these mods for a long time now. As always, all the mods are linked in description in the correct load order. Let's begin. Okay, let's take a look at Whiterun with the oil version. We can see right away that the fire is very cartoony and quite charming. Yeah, these textures definitely look like they've been passed through the Photoshop oil painting filter, and the results are interesting. This still looks very similar to the source material though, which is something that can't be said for the Pixar version, as you will see. Kinda feels like a character from a console between the PS2 and the Xbox 360 with its simple textures. The water looks great, it kinda reminds me of Disney's Hercules. Let's take a look at Talos over here. I have no idea if it's just me, but I really find these textures charming. It might have something to do with the PS1 Harry Potter game I played a lot as a kid. Whoa, this is pretty cool. New smoke, new lights, very stylistic. Even the food looks different. Oh right, this oil version weighs a little bit more than 800 megabytes. Instead, the Pixar version that we will see later is only about 200 megabytes. There seems to be something funky going on with the materials of the terrain. I don't think this is supposed to reflect light like rubber or plastic. I wonder if this also affects the Pixar version. Okay, I've wandered around a bit in the grass here, and unless you get pretty close to any terrain, building, item or character, it just seems similar to vanilla Skyrim, how it was on the Xbox 360. But maybe there's more to check out elsewhere. The tower looks cool though, yeah, pretty cool. You can also see how the loadings are affected by this mod. Wow, well, Margaret looks way more interesting than the grass field. The waterfall is very nice too. Let's see how this texture pack for Skyrim turns out to be in a forest. Nice, very nice rocks. The terrain still has that luminescence, sadly. Trees look pretty great as well though. Now for some snow. It seems like the wind that blows near the ground is still the default effect from Skyrim itself. Blood splatters have been replaced for both the screen effect, the splashes that come out of the characters, and also the still textures that remain around. Okay, let's go up. Looks like certain stone textures have not been replaced, unfortunately. That's a bummer. But as a positive note, the terrain's reflection makes more sense where there are snow and ice. This is what horses look like? Wow, this looks very nice. Well, unless you get to see the excessive ground shining that is. Wolves look pretty sharp, and bears too. Let's look a bit around Riften now. Ouch, looks like some wood texture interrupted where they should not. Alright, well, this mod can be quite nice in certain occasions, but it's not perfect. I'd give it a 4 out of 5 for the creativity and certain effects like water and fire. But let's take a look at the other Xbox mod. Wow, just by looking at the sky we can see that this version is way more stylized and simple. Interesting. This reminds me of that one survival game that came out in recent years. Can't remember its name, but it was in a snowy environment and the main character had an hatchet or something. The texture of the ground is not quite beautiful, but I wonder how this looks in other places. This mine right here looks very nice. Very simple looking trees, I like it. This area looks way better than the previous one. Let's check out this giant. Whoa, the forest is very peculiar like this. I expected this to happen more with the oil version rather than this one. Guess I was wrong. It seems that the Creation Club content added within Skyrim Anniversary Edition is not affected by these mods, unfortunate. Guards look great with this art style. Never seen a more colorful Folkrith. Solitude like this reminds me of Fable, cool. I'll give this mod a 4 out of 5 as well, mainly because unfortunately that weird LED reflection on the ground is still present in this version as well. Let's now compare the two mods with clips from a wide variety of environments. Let me know which of these two Xbox mods is your favorite. I personally prefer the Pixar version because it makes a way bigger difference in transforming Skyrim's art style. Okay, now I wanted to enhance what the mod ASO Pixar version Artistic Skyrim Overhaul does by installing a few other mods. Let's check out the list quickly. I picked 2021 Cathedral Weathers with Godries, ASO Pixar version Artistic Skyrim Overhaul or ASO Oil version Artistic Skyrim Overhaul, Glassy Water 4K a realistic water mode, 4K Stars and Galaxies, Simply Darker Inferno Fire Effect Light, Improved shadows and volumetric lighting, a quality world map vivid with Stone Road version, and the display enhancements XB1 with the following settings: contrast ++ twice, saturation ++ twice, and brightness ++ once. As you can see, the difference is impressive. Of course, consider that the weather varies because Cathedral Weather has its own set of weathers that is completely different from the original weathers of Skyrim. Let's now get to other places like Falkreath here to showcase how much better in Cartoony Skyrim's art style looks with its small mods that order for Xbox compared to ASO alone. You can see the HD Godry is contrasting with the simple art style we are going for, these chunks of fog covering the mountains of Skyrim, or how cool Blickfall's Barrow is now. This is how the caves look, which is very good. Some snowy environments, the gorgeous night sky, and unfortunately I had to replace the cartoony water with glassy water 4K because its reflections looked very buggy, but this has still good perks visually. Did you enjoy your time with the video? Leave a like if so, and subscribe for more. Thank you for watching, have a nice day, and game on!